Hello, Denise here, circuit pastoral worker for the Preston Ribble Circuit, and today we are reflecting together once more. This week I've been focusing on the Lord's Prayer. It's a prayer that we all perhaps know, even if it's from school days, but it might be something that we say every week when we attend church. Sometimes we say it really fast. Sometimes we say it slowly. Sometimes it just passes us by and we don't think about the words. On 2 occasions this week, I've shared in saying the Lord's Prayer and it has moved me to tears. The first occasion was on Sunday evening. We had a district act of worship where people from across the Lancashire district of the Methodist Church could get together in an act of worship using a piece of software called Zoom. So we were all able to see each other on a screen and interact as people joined in various parts of worship. And there was a part near the end of that service where people could type in prayers that they wanted to offer and we could all pray. And that was moving in itself to see those prayers up on the screen. And then there was a moment when we came to the Lord's Prayer, but we didn't say it, we sang it. And as the music was played, I could see all these little faces on the screen saying together and singing the Lord's Prayer. It was really, really moving. The hairs on the back of my neck were standing on end. It made me feel such a way. And then the second occasion was today. Today I had to facilitate a family being able to say goodbye to their mum under some pretty difficult circumstances. And in that room, the 4 of us shared together in saying the Lord's Prayer. It was said slowly, it was said meaningfully, it was said with tears. There are times, aren't there, when the things that seem so familiar on other days seem to stand out and mean so much more. I think as we're all forced to take things a little slower and forced to stay in our homes and gardens or in our own little locality, we perhaps notice the things that we often miss. Today I was walking past our little summer house in the garden and I noticed that poking from underneath it was a plant called a bleeding heart. You'll have seen on the previous video that I made with a reflection from the Iona community, a much larger bleeding heart plant that we have in another part of the garden. But when I've usually strode down that path to go about my business, I have never even noticed it. Sometimes things just leap out at you when you've got time to take it in. This week I've been drawn to Mark's Gospel. I love Mark's Gospel. I love the accounts that are in there. They are straight to the point, no airy-fairy language. Tell it how it is. In Mark chapter 12, we hear these words. One of the teachers of the law came and heard them debating. Noticing that Jesus had given them a good answer, he asked them, "Of all of the commandments, which is the most important?" "The most important one," answered Jesus, "is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. The second is this. Love your neighbour as yourself. There is no commandment greater than these." It's interesting, isn't it, that the greatest thing is love. Throughout the whole of the Bible, all of the words, you will hear that word. Love, love, love. And whatever is going on in the world around us, there is always the love of God and the hope of that love within our hearts. Amen.